Hi, my name is Jennifer, and I want to talk a minute about Immunotech, but specifically Immunocal. A quick backstory, for 25 years I've had Lyme disease. It goes in and out of remission, and for the last 3 years I have been suffering pretty bad. It has caused a lot of foggy brain, memory problems, I've had no energy, it has attacked several of my organs, and really I think I had decided that life was just going to be this way. Immunocal was introduced to me, and I started the product mainly because of the science, but did not ever dream that it was going to have such an impact on my life. So two of the main things I want to talk about is the fact that it helped me be able to think clearly again, and it helped me get some energy to get out of the bed, which has led getting back in the gym, which has led to feeling like a whole person again. And so I want to encourage everyone out there, no matter what you're suffering with, you've got to give this product a try. Give it 3 months and see if it doesn't make a huge impact in your life.
When I got introduced to Immunotech, I was in a season of my life where I was constantly tired and exhausted, not only mentally and physically, but emotionally and spiritually as well. I would find myself sleeping more often than not, which is not normal for me. I love being out and about, connecting with people, and I had no passion for life, no drive. I was in a rut. I have never taken health seriously. I would try little things, but they would never stick. And so since I've started implementing Immunotech's products consistently since January, I've noticed a huge difference in my mood boost, in my energy and clarity in my mind, in my sleeping. I sleep like a baby now, and I sleep through the entire night, which is huge. I also wake up on the first alarm, not the fifth, which is also huge for me. And so I'm just grateful to be a testimony to these products. They have helped me tremendously, and it's not just another supplement, it is backed by science, and I'm so here for it. Every day I use my Immunocal, my greens and energy booster. I love K21, my daily stress relief, and I also love my Sunray every Sunday.
How did Immunotech change my life? Well, let me tell you something. I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disorder last year, and when I started on the really strong medication, I was also put on glutathione to help protect and clean my body. I was already on glutathione, so I didn't understand why a glutathione precursor, what would be different? Well, it changed everything. The first month on Immunocal, and my hormones normalized. Let me show you. Before Immunocal, I was tired, I had brain fog. I just felt that something was odd. And Immunocal gave me back my life. Love you guys.
Every day now, since I'm 62 years old, I take my body shot. You know why? I'm stopping the drop. And let me tell you, if you're over 40 years of age, it's dropping. If you want to stop the drop and feel as best as you can feel, take your body shot. Cheers.
Hello, my name is Marilu Sanchez Torres, and I am a 23-year breast cancer survivor. Ever since my diagnosis, taking care of my health has been my #1 priority. But after about 13 years ago, I faced a different health challenge, and this time it wasn't cancer. What I went through was in many ways even more frightening because no one could tell me what it was. I was losing my eyesight, struggling with chronic fatigue, severe digestive issues, anxiety, depression, and a total loss of quality of life. I truly felt like I was fading. In the midst of that darkness, I sincerely prayed for guidance, and I believe those prayers were answered when I was introduced to Immunocal and Immunotech. I'll be honest, at first I was a bit skeptical. I thought I already knew a lot about natural health and supplements, and I truly wasn't looking for just another product. But I am so grateful that I gave myself the opportunity to do the research and really understand what makes Immunocal different. What I discovered truly changed my life. Today, I can tell you and I can say with complete conviction that Immunocal played a key role in restoring my health. It supported my immune system, it helped my energy, my digestion, and little by little, it gave me my life back. That's why I've made it my mission to share this with others, and because I know what it feels to be in that place, and I also know there is hope. Thank you, Immunotech, for giving me a second chance at wellness.
The Body Shot has absolutely changed my life. I was diagnosed with cancer at the end of last year, and probably about 6 weeks later was when I was introduced to the Body Shot, and I have been on it ever since, religiously every single day. I was covered in a rash literally from my neck down, particularly everywhere that I have lymph nodes. It was super swollen, super inflamed, and like super rashy. And within just 2 weeks of being on the Body Shot, my rash started clearing. Within 4 weeks, my inflammation started going down significantly and continued to go down more and more every single month. By month 2, I finally started getting my energy back, where I wasn't feeling like I had to take a nap every 2 hours. I've always been known as the Energizer Bunny my whole life, and I finally started to feel me again, which was amazing. Now flash forward, here I am, 5 months of being on the Body Shot. I am almost completely healed, and I am just so grateful that this came into my life when it did, and I cannot say it enough. If you have anything going on, or even if you're just interested in for preventative reasons, you've got to try some for yourself.
What has Immunocal done in my life? It's really transformed it in a lot of ways. In the beginning, it was mainly the sleep quality. I'm a really light sleeper, and I was able to sleep hard and through the night and felt really good when I woke up. And then I noticed that it was clearing up my complexion. My acne wasn't as bad. And then it started to take away my fine lines and wrinkles, which was definitely an added bonus. About 3 weeks into that, I started taking the Immunocal Sport. I'm a fitness trainer and I work out all the time. I sort of have the same routine, and the Immunocal Sport was the only thing that I changed. And after 7 weeks, I had gained 3 pounds of muscle and lost 3% body fat. So it really was transforming my body. I feel so much better. I feel so much healthier, and I'm back to wearing the size clothes that I wore when I was 20. So that's a total win.
Well, hello. Here, your friend Giancarlo, or as people know me, Gianco. And here I'm going to tell you guys, and all of my friends, the friends that I know and the friends that I currently don't know, but I will meet soon, of something that's helped me since I'm 19, okay? And just to give you guys a little background of who I am and the struggles that I've gone through, okay? I've always had an undiagnosed ADD or ADHD, whatever you want to call it. So it's always been very difficult for me to focus and to complete tasks, okay? Now, since I was introduced to the Body Shot at 19, mind you, again, I'm 19, I'm healthy, I'm working out, might not seem so, but I was like, look, I mean, you know, I'm going to consume it because it's good for the immune system, and if it's good for the immune system, it's going to be good for me in the long term. But to my surprise, what I realized is that consuming the Body Shot since I was 19, I realized that my struggle in focusing, it's not much of a struggle now, and I can do things that I never thought was possible. Things like public speaking in 3 languages, doing business, managing a team, leading a team, doing volunteer work, traveling, and just being social and being present with my family. Even though it's something that we all want to do, I realized that a big part of doing all this is having energy, having focus, having emotional stability. And before 19, it was always very difficult to doing all these things and doing it with excellence. But since consuming the Body Shot, I realized that I have the mental capacity and the mental energy in doing it all. So that's the best part of consuming the Body Shot. Really, the only promise we can make is that it raises glutathione, but when you consume it, you'll be super surprised in the results you might get. So maybe you're like me, maybe you have an ADD, ADHD, maybe you don't know how to control it. Well, I highly suggest you trying the Body Shot like myself.